we've got the kit reveal for the young Han Solo and the Vandor Chewbacca. Both of these are going to be marquee characters. So there's going to be a marquee event, and then, of course, packs you can buy. Now, they're both scoundrels, smugglers, and attackers. Now, smuggler is a brand new tag, and so I don't know what other characters will be considered smugglers. But scoundrels are all the Han Solos, all the Chewies, Landos, and then there's some dark side, which would be like Boba Fett, IG-88, Greedo, Dengar, Newt Gunray, Cad Bane, Mob Enforcer, Zam Wessel, Bosk, and Gamorrean Guard. So there's a bunch of scoundrels. But on the Chewbacca tag, it refers to light side scoundrels, and that is only going to be Lando, Han, and Chewbacca currently. And I'm sure we're going to get more characters from the movie, of course. Now, the main thing about this entire kit is this new mechanic called Prepared, and it says deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict speed down for 2 turns. Han becomes prepared if target is below 50% turn meter. And then that is very important. The Prepared is actually a status effect that cannot be dispelled. So it's not a buff. And this Prepared mechanic is very, 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 very important. Because one of Chewbacca's abilities says if he has a buff, the opposing team gets minus 25% offense. And that is on a unique ability. We'll get to that in a second. Let's just go through Han's kit and then we'll go to Chewbacca's. But I'm thinking that this is going to be very, very, very good, but we will have to see until I can get them in the test account and test them out individually and create a video that way. I'm expecting to have that video up in a couple of days, or at least towards the end of the week, but for right now, it's just the kit. Special 1, upper hand, cooldown of 2. Han gains protection up and retribution for 2 turns, and he also gains 50 speed, stacking to a max of 200 for the rest of the encounter, so he is going to ramp up and get better and better and better as the battle goes on. And this particular attack does not attack. It is not an attack. It's just a buff. It's kind of one of those wasted turn abilities, but I think it's important because that retribution is going to be important for that basic attack triggering and getting the Prepared mechanic. Just in time, cooldown of 3. Deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack deals 25% more damage for each other prepared ally. Target other ally recovers protection equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Now, it's going to be very important for Prepared to be on Han and the Vandor Chewbacca. The Prepared mechanic will do as far as the young Han Solo. Target other ally becomes prepared, and Han is no longer prepared. Then all prepared allies gain critical damage up for 1 turn. Han recovers protection equal to 50% damage dealt. 99% of the time, you're going to want to put this Prepared on the Vandor Chewbacca. Unique, ready for anything. When Han starts his turn with protection up, he gains 10% offense stacking and 10% critical chance stacking until the end of the battle. While prepared, Han has a 70% chance to assist another scoundrel ally attack during their turn, limited once per turn. So I think it's going to be a no-brainer to put like General Kenobi on this team, probably R2, and Raid Han with these 2 new characters. It just seems like it's going to be a no-brainer. Let's look at Chewbacca, and this is where it gets really, really, really interesting. Now, he's a tank, but he's not a taunting tank, so in my opinion, that doesn't really make him a tank. And he's going to have high health and low protection. In fact, there's an ability that actually takes away his protection and adds it to his health. His basic attack is Unchained. Deal physical damage to target enemy if it's Chewbacca's turn. He also gains advantage for 2 turns. This attack ignores defense. So this attack right here is not going to get those special buffs if it's on an assist or if it's on retribution. It has to be his turn. Special 1, Freedom Fighter, which has a cooldown of 4. Deal physical damage to target enemy twice. Cool. This attack deals damage based on Chewbacca's max health instead of his attack damage. So you're going to want to put health mods on him like crazy, just like you will on Barriss. Target other ally recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Then Chewbacca and target ally gain protection up 30% for 2 turns. So this is getting more complicated. The kit is good. Like I said, we have to see them in action, but I'm very optimistic. If he's prepared, the attack will do double damage. So this is going to be a monster attack. And you can see that there's no damage output numbers right here on the screen. It's not showing that at all. Chewbacca recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Reduce this ability's cooldown by 2, and all prepared allies gain protection up for 30% for 2 turns. Very cool. His first unique is called the Beast. Chewbacca has minus 25% protection, but 75% max health. In addition, all enemies deal 25% less damage while Chewbacca is buffed. You want to get prepared on Chewbacca as soon as possible because this is a unique ability. As long as Chewbacca has prepared, it's not a buff that can be dispelled. It's a status effect like Luke Skywalker or Boba Fett, so it can't be dispelled. It's going to have the little lock symbol on it. So that is huge. Minus 25% damage while Chewbacca. There's more. Ferocious Protector. While Chewbacca is buffed, while he's buffed, so you got to get that prepared on him. Or maybe Hermit Yoda would be good, and he could throw the Master's Training on him. I don't know. That seems like a good idea also. He has a 100% counter chance. And then check this. At the end of each turn while Chewbacca is buffed, so if he has prepared, if any ally took damage from an attack that turn, for example, if you got General Kenobi taunting, you're going to have to hit Kenobi. You're not going to be able to hit Chewbacca. If any ally took damage from an attack that turn and Chewbacca didn't, Chewbacca recovers protection equal to 10% of his max health. So he's going to get protection back based on his max health. He's already got an ability that lowers his protection. Maybe you don't want to have high protection on him. You want to have high health. And other Scoundrel allies recover half that amount. So this is going to work towards Scoundrels, which is going to be the other Hans, the other Chewbaccas, Lando, and then also like the bounty hunters, some of the bounty hunters anyways, like Bosk and Boba Fett and IG-88. Check this. When another light side Scoundrel ally is defeated, which is going to be all the Hans, all the Chewbaccas, and Landos currently in the game, if Chewbacca is prepared, and you definitely want him to be prepared, revive that ally at 60% health, then Chewbacca is no longer prepared. So you're going to have to target Chewbacca before the Raid Han, before the Young Han, and you're going to have to get around General Kenobi, who will be that person on this team. But right now I see that it's very clearly set up for Raid Han, Young Han, Chewbacca, General Kenobi, and probably R2 would be my guess for the 5th slot. We will have to see. Like I said, check back in a couple of days because then I will have a entire video reviewing how they work, arena gameplay and such, and that's going to be later on the week. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but the marquee event goes live on the 17th. So that is just here in a couple days, and it looks like Young Han Solo unlocks at 3-star, and so does Chewbacca. And then, of course, there are going to be packs and bundles. They're also going to do a small change to territory battles, Captain Han Solo requirement changes. One of the more commonly reported bugs has to do with the user interface disappearing from the game during combat, making it impossible to finish a battle. While this occurs in several different parts of the game, it happens most frequently during the territory battles, and we've isolated one of these causes as Captain Han Solo's abilities because he has been a required character on the light side territory battle, and until we're able to finish the root cause of the bug, we're removing Han Solo as a requirement until we're able to fix the larger issue. Okay. Territory War faction bonus abilities, new bonuses for the upcoming Territory Wars. Wet Work, whenever a bounty hunter scores a critical hit, they dispel all debuffs on themselves and gain 15% critical damage stacking to the rest of the battle. Woo! Boy, that makes Bosk very, very relevant, guys. Step ahead. Scoundrels have a 20% critical chance as long as they have protection. Boy, I gotta reread that bounty hunter one. That is huge. Whenever a bounty hunter scores a critical hit, they dispel all debuffs on themselves and gain 15% critical damage stacking for the rest of the battle. That is the main problem with bounty hunters, is that they don't have a way of getting rid of negative status effects on themselves. And that does it right there. That is very similar to R2-D2's unique ability that works on light side heroes. Very cool. Following characters are now going to be farmable: Sith Marauder, Very cool, and it looks like that there is some fixes and some known issues that are going to be fixed in this patch. Well, very cool. I'm pretty excited. I know I've got my movie tickets already for the new movie. I am hoping that the movie is good. I actually have pretty low expectations, frankly. But now it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, and if you did like this video, you are in luck, because for every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star Nerf Herder Han.
This is not a scam.
Arnold keeps telling me to make t-shirts about this not a scam. I don't know if anybody would buy them or not. Maybe I would. I think I could sell them for like 20 bucks. Put in the comment section if you would be interested in buying a t-shirt, because there is some cost to create them, and I would do it if people wanted them. I know I just want one for myself. I'd like to have a t-shirt that says not a scam. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and keep on gaming.